Hi, Professor Cordova. This is Aiden, and this is my rendition of our four-person individual introduction presentation that we missed last week. So I'd love to give you a run-through of our team, what we stand for, and make sure that we get to share a little bit about ourselves as we continue on in this semester. First of all, we've chosen the name The Deadliners, and that's for good reason. We were added before the ad drop deadline. Specifically me, I was added into the class late, and that created some confusion and opportunity for us to fall behind early on, but we've made sure that we're not going to let that define our semester. We've owned that personality and have decided that we're going to make the most of our team chemistry. First of all, to meet the team, as I mentioned before, my name is Aiden. We have Oliver, Santiago, and Kyle. We've noticed, if you'll look at our titles and what we've decided our roles will be for the semester, Kyle as the connector, Santiago as the entertainer, Oliver as the analyst, and myself as the organizer. We all have similar personality types but different focuses, and so that creates, again, a challenge but also an opportunity for us to learn and grow together. Again, for me and Oliver, we kind of group together a little bit more than Santiago and Kyle, and our focus on finance. It's something that is definitely unique to us, and we are dead set on becoming financial advisors at some point. That's our goals personally. Fun fact about me, I run trivia for about 80 people at the restaurant I bartend for every Tuesday. It is quite the local event in Brevard, at least in Vieira. I get a lot of seniors that come out, and it's a great time. For Oliver just achieved his Series 7 license, and he is starting an internship with Northwestern Mutual. He also loves his 2 dogs and fishing. For Santiago and Kyle, you'll notice here, Santiago and Kyle group together a little bit more in terms of personality, and the fact that they're very outgoing. You'll see that represented in their jobs and a lot of their interests. You know, Kyle works very late nights at a restaurant like myself, but he really makes the most of it in a way I wish I did. Santiago is a big sports fan. As you found out on the first day, a very big fan of the World Cup from him watching soccer. But he was watching Team USA, which would be his excuse. So we all, if you notice, have extroverted personality types, which we will get into here on the next slide. Our mascot for the semester is going to be Evie, Kyle's cat, who is our chief morale officer and has a perfect attendance record, unlike all of us who missed the first day of class. Again, to our personalities, we are all extroverted. We register as E's in our personality tests, but the other 3 registers as entertainers, and I myself registered as an executive. And I would say that's true because in the last year, I think I've taken on more of an assertive personality just because of the demands of my 2 jobs. Definitely creates a unique challenge for me that I've had to overcome by learning to be more outgoing in that way. You can see here our key traits were extroversion for sure, and being observant. We all registered at 75% or higher, and 75% or higher on both observantedness and extroversion. So those are certainly our strengths. Ultimately, we will work together through iMessage, FaceTime, and a group OneDrive that we set up together. The OneDrive contains all our files and allows us to do deep dives on data research each week. I'd be happy to show it to you because I would definitely recommend it to any student who doesn't know how to organize a team in integrated business. Decisions are made by majority vote, and the tiebreaker goes to the person who did the most work on the slide design for that given week. So ultimately, what brings us together is the fact that, well, we're all in business, mainly finance, so we're focused on taking control of our future. But ultimately, we know we came in on the buzzer, but we've decided that we are not leaving that way, and we intend on, despite our busy schedules as students with multiple jobs, like myself having 2 jobs, making this work, because this class is important and it presents a unique opportunity for us to learn better about organization, presentation, and research. Thank you, Professor Cordova, and we're open to any questions.